I'm Jason UFC, and today we have a story about UFC welterweight fighter Stephen Wonderboy Thompson explains why he believes Ciryl Gane will become the heavyweight champion at UFC 285. Quote, I just don't see Jon Jones touching him. Okay, how about that? That's interesting. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson explaining why he believes Ciryl Gane will defeat Jon Jones and become the heavyweight champion at UFC 285 next month. UFC 285 is set to take place on Saturday, March 4th, 2023 at T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Headlining the main event of UFC 280, what was it? 285. Is Jon Jones, who has a 26-1 MMA record, versus Ciryl Gane, who has 11-1, with the heavyweight championship on the vacant heavyweight championship on the line. Okay, we don't have to get into that. Let's get into what Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is saying. Wonderboy recently spoke on his YouTube channel about the prospect of Jones versus Gane. This is what Wonderboy Thompson had to say. Jon Jones is not fast, and he's going to be even slower now that he's 280 pounds. Wow, we're going to have to really come back to this paragraph because we could stop right here. Those first two sentences are literally don't make sense. But anyway, he's definitely going to be slower. I just don't see Jon Jones touching Gane. Gane's phenomenal at striking. He's super fast. Continuing, Thompson says, I see Gane winning it. I mean, how long has it been since Jon Jones last fought? 3 years. Okay. So, first thing I would say is that, well, Jon Jones is coming from the 205 pounds lightweight division. So, I mean, we don't know how fast he is going to be at heavyweight, but I don't know if he's going to be like the slowest heavyweight. So I haven't really heard much criticism about Jon Jones being like slow and things like that. So, I mean, he wasn't the fastest light heavyweight in the world, but no one's ever really accused him of being slow. And I don't think, if you look at Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane, I don't know who's going to be faster. I don't really know. Do you really need to even be faster at heavyweight? That statement, but it leads into saying that he's going to be even slower now that he's 280 pounds. Well, the limit for heavyweights would be 265 pounds. So, I guess on fight night he'll probably be, 280 pounds, stuff like that. But I don't think Jon Jones is going to come into this fight weighing 265 pounds. I would be shocked if Jon Jones, I don't know what he currently weighs right now. I haven't followed it like that. But I would definitely be a little bit shocked if Jon Jones came into this fight weighing 265 pounds on the heavyweight limit. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the weight he's planning to move up to. Like I said, Jon Jones was the light heavyweight champion. That limit was 205 pounds. So I'd be a little bit shocked if in 3 years he gained almost 60 pounds of basically muscle. So we'll see what happens there. How much does Jon Jones come in when he weighs? I mean, how much does he weigh when he comes in for the main event for UFC 285? But like I said, I personally just disagree with both statements. I don't think Jon Jones is slow. Says Jon Jones is not fast. So, I think it's a little bit relative. I don't think people in the light heavyweight division were like that much faster than Jon Jones. He didn't lose any fights when he was in the light heavyweight division. So, I don't really think the speed thing is going to play too much of a factor in this, unless Jon Jones is just plodding along and he's like super slow, because he is almost 280 pounds at fight night. Either way, we'll see. But I think both fighters are gonna, who knows who's gonna have the speed advantage. Personally, I think Jon Jones has the striking advantage over Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane is a really good striker. He's interesting. He's a little bit wild, I would say. A tiny bit wild. He's not the most technical striker in the world. So I think, with him fighting someone like Jon Jones, who many consider as the greatest MMA fighter of all time, if you go and fight respectfully, your last fight versus Tai Tuivasa, that's not close to, respectfully. Even if it's not, but respectfully, facing Tai Tuivasa, you can't really say, okay, I'm ready for Jon Jones. But also, just because you never fought someone like Jon Jones doesn't mean you can't beat someone like Jon Jones, right? Both fighters clearly have a lot on the line. This is Jon Jones' first fight at heavyweight. A lot of people have been saying the last few years he has slowed down. He hasn't gotten many finishes in his last few fights. And, 3 years without fighting, a lot has changed in the UFC. And we'll see how much has changed with Jon Jones. But if he comes back and he's the same old Jon Jones who ruled the light heavyweight division, I personally think Jon Jones wins this fight. I wouldn't say easily, but I wouldn't be worried about Ciryl Gane defeating Jon Jones if Jon Jones is still the Jon Jones we remember him as. But let me know your opinion of this fight. Who do you think is going to win, Jon Jones versus Ciryl Gane at UFC 285? Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is Team Gane. He believes Jon Jones is too slow, 280 pounds, and won't even touch Ciryl Gane. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.